back to the channel, y'all. So this is video 2 in the new direction that this channel is going to take. And I want to start it off by reading one page out of this book. I just want to read one section of a writing by Khalil Gibran. And it may not necessarily relate directly to substance abuse or addiction recovery to some of you. And that's okay, because this is a really beautiful writing about giving and receiving and how we can apply that to our day-to-day lives in applying giving love in order to receive it, or giving help in order to receive it. This specifically talks about love, but if you let it reach you on a level open to interpretation, it doesn't have to be just love. So let's get right into it. A Poet's Voice, Part 1. The power of charity sows deep in my heart, and I reap and gather the wheat in bundles and give them to the hungry. My soul gives life to the grapevine, and I press its bunches and give the juice to the thirsty. Heaven fills my lamp with oil, and I place it at my window to direct the stranger through the dark. I do all these things because I live in them, and if destiny should tie my hands and prevent me from doing so, then death would be my only desire. For I am a poet, and if I cannot give, I shall refuse to receive. Humanity rages like a tempest, but I sigh in silence, for I know the storm must pass away while a sigh goes to God. Humankind's cling to earthly things, but I seek ever to embrace the torch of love, so it will purify me by its fire and sear inhumanity from my heart. Substantial things deaden a man without suffering. Love awakens him to enlivening pains. It doesn't have to be applicable only by love. But if we're in a place that we can aid somebody by sharing something that someone else has given to us, whether that be hope or strength, or whether that just be a kind word, by giving those things freely, we are giving something that is priceless. And we are sharing something with the world that's a level of love that has a bigger impact than just telling somebody near you that you love them. Sharing strength and sharing selflessly with people is an act of beautification to the entire world. And I'm not saying give freely and endlessly until your well runs dry. But if you have something, a kind word, a perspective, a shoulder to lean on for somebody, give that. Because chances are you have that because someone shared that with you at some point. And that cycle of us receiving only to give it back is what keeps this world going around. It's what keeps us loving. It's what keeps us sane. And it's what helps raise people and positivity and strength up out of what may seem like utter ruin. And it's what helps bring beauty to a daily life that may seem really bleak. So if this doesn't relate to you and somebody that you know with substance abuse, that's fine. But think of a situation where you could have shared, or you can share something with somebody that was shared with you in a time of need. And don't hold that back. The more that we give freely in those situations, in a true time of need for somebody, the more we open ourselves up to receive. And the more that we create that beautiful channel for those things to spread throughout the world. If you are sober, whether you're a week in or you're a year in, and you know somebody that's struggling, or you see somebody that's struggling that asks you, give help freely. Give that love freely. Because that gift you've been given is something that will only continue to come back to you as you give it. And if you're not applying this from a place of sobriety or addiction recovery, someone has granted you love at some point in your life that you may not have expected. Don't hesitate to share that freely with other people. If it harms you, then don't deal with those people. But don't be jaded. Share that love, because that's what lights the world. That's what makes this whole thing go round. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to like this video, comment on it, or subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep making them. I'm going to keep coming back. Later, y'all.